Alright, hello drone family, in particular DJI drone family. Well, it finally arrived, my DJI Air 3S. Several weeks ago, I have a picture right beside this. Right beside it, you'll see it online. 7 weeks ago, my GPS, I was flying around my neighborhood like usual. I got a little visit up there. You can see my little bird friends. I usually give them nuts. So he's here for his daily dose of nuts. Look how close he's coming to me. He's not running for his life either. You see him? Look how close he's coming to me. Oh, I'm gonna feed you. Hold on. But anyway, back to this. 7 weeks ago, I was just flying in my neighborhood, and that's a good thing to do, drone pilots. If you got a decent looking neighborhood like this, you see it's somewhat decent looking. It's a somewhat decent looking neighborhood. If you got a somewhat decent looking neighborhood like this, so you sit outside sometimes like I do and just fly my drone. So on that particular day, I was flying my drone. In a neighborhood, and all of a sudden, it went berserk. And what I mean by berserk is, it started seeming like it malfunctioned in the sky. So the telemetry cut off on my RC controller. I couldn't make it. You know, if it cut off from the RC controller, it wasn't going to come back home. It didn't come back home or anything. It just went berserk. The pictures just went crazy looking. RC2 remote just went blank. I couldn't make it beep. I couldn't make it do nothing. So I went outside to look for it. In that area where I knew, since it's my neighborhood, and I can walk around. I walked to the spot where I believed it came down at, but nothing was there. Okay, another little bird up here waiting for me to give him some nuts. Alright, let me give you your nuts when I'm finished with this video. Alright, so I went to that spot to look for it, but nothing, it was not there. And then, I remember too, I turned off my RC controller and I turned it back on, and I did remember where the drone last was at. So I was in a spot where it last was at, but it was nowhere to be found. Oh, but wait, I'm sorry. It was somewhere to be found, but it wasn't where I thought it was. I'll get into that story later. So, I knew a bird didn't hit the drone, because if a bird would have hit the drone, it would have fell out the sky like a rock. So, after some other trials and errors scratching my head, I decided to follow. I looked on my, on an RC controller. It led me to the drone. The drone was roughly 200 meters away, so I know it was no bird hitting it to make it go crazy. It was roughly 200 meters away in an alley somewhere, and I found it. You know, when you go to the alley, you still can't find it. I was only able to find it when I made the drone start beeping, and that's how I found it. And you see the state that I found it in. Well, anyway, getting back to the story, I sent the drone off to DJI several weeks ago. They sent me something that I never had before. So for the new pilots, if you lose your drone, DJI send you something from, they're going to send you a UPS label. I thought they was going to send me a box that I can put the label on, but they didn't send me no box. It clicked to me several days later, or a week later, that I got to make my own box. So I used one of my old Amazon boxes, put my drone in there, put some wrap in there to make it safe. I took it to my local CVS that used UPS, but they couldn't do nothing for me. So I took it to the actual UPS store. That's about 3 kilometers away from my house, and they handled it then. And along the process, DJI will let you know when they receive the process, and they will let you know when they're working on it, and then they even let you know when they're sending you back the new product. So here we go. So I guess this weekend, because today is Thursday here, I will give my new drone a test. I better feed these birds. You see the little bird? If you can see the bird up there, I guess they do want me to feed them damn nuts. I better feed them damn nuts. But anyway, I got my new drone back in a brand new official DJI box with the plastic on and everything. So I guess I got an actual brand new drone. Look at this product guide and everything. I guess it's an actual brand new drone. And it makes sense. Why don't you should give me a brand new drone. since you the ones who are responsible for the fall of that sky in the first place. I'm just believing that it was gonna be okay. So thank you for stopping by. Wish me well on my brand new, yes it is brand new, Air 3S. And the most important thing I want to share with you family is that you know how we all watch videos online. I was watching a guy video, he informed me that he had to pay $300 to get his drone back from customs. I live here in the United States. And if you know anything about the United States, we're having some tariff disputes with many nations on the planet, China one in particular. So since I know one thing, we didn't get the Mavic 4 Pro like the rest of the world, and I was thinking, dang, I probably won't see my Air 3S for months, because people was even telling me about customers holding their packages up. So I said, customer may hold mine up. And then, on top of that, the guy, like I said, from YouTube was saying he had to pay for his drone. I said, damn. He said he had to pay $300 to get his drone back. I said, but I'm glad I didn't, but still, I guess DJI figured it truly wasn't his fault that the drone fell out the sky. So we're not going to make him pay any money for, because the guy, for all I know, who was on YouTube complaining about the price, he could have been the one who damaged his drone. But for my drone, I did not damage it in any way. I was flying it in completely open air space in my neighborhood. I have FAA approval in this country. The people in charge of the airspace is called the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, etc. I was cleared. Since I took the Part 107 test, I know I'm cleared in my area, so the drone just fell out. So I thank you, DJI, if you hear this video, that you did not have to make me pay to get my drone back. I already paid over $1,700 for the drone anyway when it first came out. I was one of the first people who got the drone when it first came out. But so that's it, my good people. I didn't have to pay 1 cent. And it's a wonderful thing that I'm a teacher, because I was off today. The UPS man came knocking on my door and gave me the package. He didn't say I had to pay anything. So I hope this video has been informative to you, especially if you did not damage your drone. You did not make the drone crash. So logically, you should not have to pay anything. And DJI stuck to that bargain. So thank you, people. And like I said earlier, bon voyage.